Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Tonight, I want to ask you something. Let me ask you something. Let me talk to you just a minute. So, we say we survived. That's what I've been talking about all week, survival. So, we say we survived. We say we made it. We say we got through it. But did we ever stop and ask the question, did we heal? Did we heal? Did we heal? That's the first line of one of my books, Guide to the Second Time Bride. Did you heal? You know, when I was marching with Dr. King, there was never at the end of that march anything about healing, just making things happen and saying okay, but there's some healing needed to take place. When in my teaching, I taught using Bell Hooks holistic, teach the mind, the body, and the soul, because you have to teach. To me, you teach with a healing. You want the end result to be something in the healing part of the student, that they heal from something, because they had your class, uh, whatever it is, and I had students to tell me that. In working, when I retired, one of those places, I've worked so many places, but I actually retired from Delta Airlines. And in the end, I felt a healing of some point. And then I had to re-heal, had to work on my own healing by the way I was treated. We just let some of the treatment go. Those of us who worked there during a certain time when it was you were the first this and the first that, like I was the first Black person to work in public relations. And there's some healing had to take place, and just in building your life, and as you move from A to B, that you heal from that before you move to that. There's a responsibility associated with that, being able to heal. It takes a lot to get to the healing. You say you survived, but did you heal? And then survival became a badge of honor, because I've used it here. Say I'm a 3 times cancer survivor. I met a woman that was a 3 times cancer survivor this a couple weekends ago. That's survival. And it became a badge of honor because she said it, I said it. It's something to say, because you think, wow. You think about people who don't make one. That can't survive it one, you survived it 3 times. And so, I've worn it proudly, because I need for it to say something. I needed to say something. I needed to say, look, excuse me, all that you talking about, keep in mind that I'm a survivor. How many of you think about you're a survivor? You have survived some stuff. And you want people to it's some respect that comes with survival. It's some respect that comes with that. And that's why you say it, that I made it through, that I handled it, that I kept going. But nobody asked, because we don't say it either. I don't know why my ears hurting tonight. I'm sorry. But at what cost? That's a question to ask yourself. At what cost are you a survivor? I can answer that in so many different ways. At what cost have I been a survivor? Because surviving and healing are not the same thing. They're not. Surviving and healing are not the same thing. You survived. You did all you had to do to survive. But it still hurt. And so the healing didn't take place, but the survival took place. You say, I survived. At what cost? At what cost? And was it like you were smiling while hurting? I can talk about that. Can you talk about that? How many times you smiling and just be, you don't know what to do with your insides, especially on a job. How many of y'all on a job that's smiling and are walking around smiling and not letting people know because you don't want people to know? And so you're smiling while hurting. And many of us are functioning while broken. See, I don't want to use this person because I don't know him like that, but there was a crash today of a well-known golfer. And this is his second crash that's public. We don't know what's going on in the background. But it reminded me of functioning while broken. I don't know if he ever healed. And who am I? Who am I? Past judgment aside, go back to me. Am I functioning while broken? Are you functioning while broken? Are you smiling while hurting? Are you functioning while broken? And are you moving forward without processing? Ooh, I'm good on that because it becomes rote. You know, you get up, you do this, you know where you got to go, you get in your car, da-da-da, the children, the husband, that, work, church, that is all rote. Days just go. Night follows day, as my mother says all the time. And day follows night. She used to say that. And before you know it, this year's gone this year. If you know that Monday we'll be at the end of the quarter, first quarter. I hope you got all your work done. We finishing our work. I'm putting the icing on it this weekend. You know, so are you smiling while hurting? Are you functioning while broken? Are you moving forward without processing? We have learned how to keep going. Oh, we good at it. But not how to sit still and tend to what is broken. That is an art. How to sit still and tend to what is broken. You keep thinking it's going to fix itself. It's not going to fix itself. You have to fix yourself. So I've come close to leaving this world more than once. We talked about that. I got my notes here. I have more than once. I've come close to leaving this world more than once. And in those moments, none of my titles mattered. Nothing really mattered. None of the accomplishments mattered. I mean, what matters when you about to leave the world, when you laying out in a car, when you're in a car with somebody crazy that said, "Let's die." When you on the table, the operating table, you don't even know you own the. By the time you count backwards, you out, and you wake up at some point, and then they tell you, "I don't know about this. I don't know how long you're gonna live." And then you don't have time to think about your titles or your house or your car or your furs and all that. You got to think about, wow, what did it, is the time to go? Is it what? So as I wrote here, one question remains. One question. Did I take care of myself the way I took care of everybody else? Did you take care of yourself the way you've taken care of everybody else? I've taken care of a lot of people. I have. One particularly, 2 or 3, I think. The question I'm asking you, did you take care of yourself the way you took care of other people? You know most of us are going to say no. Anyway, now I'm understanding something. Healing is not weakness. Healing is work. It takes work to heal, especially when you've been hurt personally, in love. Oh, wow. It's a lot of healing. People, personal friends, backstab you, work. You know, they ignored you, gave the job to somebody else. That's a healing has to take place. And it's not weakness. You just got to get with it. You got to swallow and then say, I got to heal. Don't put a Band-Aid on it and just rush through. We've done that. But actually heal at it. Look at it. Look at the scar. Look at the damage. And say, I'm going to fix this. Mm-hmm. So how do you do that? You have to choose peace. That's how healing is work. You got to choose peace. You just got to say, you know what? Just choose peace. I have a friend that says, I think the other day she just said, I'm just going to choose peace. Just choose peace. Just be peaceful with yourself. It's hard. It's difficult, especially when you've been hurt. I mean, you can feel the pain, but just say, I choose peace. What else? Set boundaries. You know how far you want to go and how far you want people to go with you. Set boundaries. Set them right up front. And let go. That is very difficult to let go. But let go. Just let go. You got to let go some people, some places, and some things. You got to let it go. I got a whole bunch of things to let go. I look at my pieces, I wish I could look at them longer. And I still could maybe look at them longer. I don't know, but I have some things packed in boxes that I just want to look at. Or some dishes I want to eat off. Or some placemats I want to place around. I want a big old space and put all my stuff out. Just look at it. But I know I got to let go. And what I don't do, and you don't do either, is rest. You got to take naps. You got to. You got to lie down and take a nap. You got to lie down and take a nap. So with that right here, survival got me here, but healing is what will keep me. Survival got me here, but healing is what's going to keep you too. It takes work to heal. You got to choose peace, set boundaries, let go, and rest. I'm grateful for everything I survived, all of it. I'm grateful. What about you? But now I choose to heal. It has not been easy because I didn't come this far just to carry pain into the rest of my life. I've been lamenting over some things. You've been lamenting over some things and some people, some places, some things, and some people. Some people you love. You got to let them go. You got to let them go. You got to let some things go, some places go. What's that song, Love Don't Love Nobody? Anyway, I survived, but now I am becoming whole. I am. It was rough for a long period of time. And it goes in and out. In my case, it's about love. But, you know when somebody really loves you, they cannot stay away from you, period. And they will carve a mountain, go through. They will do whatever they need to do to be at your side and in your space. And if they're not doing that, they do not love you. They do not. They do not. Surviving is not the same thing as healing, but we have to heal. We have to heal. And this piece tonight is all about healing. So we say we survived. We made it through. We kept going. But surviving is not the same as healing. You can function and still be hurting. You can smile and still be broken. And I realize I don't just want to survive anymore. You got to come to where you just don't want to survive anymore. I've survived. It's better to heal. That's what I want you to do. Figure out how to heal. And once you do that, then enjoy life. To God we give the glory. I love you. And you can't do anything about it.